All right, here's the next section, Scatterplots. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. I'm not sure. It says a scatterplot shows the average price of a gallon of gas during each month in 2013. And these are the average prices. Which statement best describes the gas prices as the months progress from January to December? So as we move from left to right. A, the graph shows a positive relationship for the average price of a gallon of gas. B, the graph shows a negative relationship for the average price of a gallon of gas. C, the graph shows the average price of a gallon of gas remains constant. And D, it shows no relationship at all. So if we look at this, and if we could draw a trend line, we'd go right through here. It looks like to me that is a negative relationship. As you move further along in the year, the gas prices actually drop. So it's a negative slope, a negative relationship. All right, so let's look at the next one. It says draw a trend line that best shows the relationship in the scatter plot. So I'm going to look at this. I'm going to kind of think, okay, it starts around here, and I want to go through where I've got an even number of points on the right and left. So I'm going to go ahead and draw. My line isn't pretty good, is it? I'm going to draw a line that should be straight right through there, and that looks like a good line to me, a good trend line. And then we're going to look at the next one. It says Marty used the graph to determine if he should go to the beach on his summer vacation. He did not want to go if there were more than 500 people at the beach. Which statement would help him make his decision? So first thing we're going to look at here is we're going to look at this line. If we drew a trend line, it would be right through there. Okay? So what it looks like to me is as the temperature gets higher, the number of visitors gets higher. And he didn't want to go if there was more than 500 people. So let's go across here and see. Our trend line would probably go right about through there. So 92 or above looks pretty good for there being more than 500 people. So this says the temperature does not affect the number of visitors. That is not true. As the temperature goes up, the visitors go up. This says as the temperature increases, the number of visitors decrease. That is completely opposite of the truth. As the temperature of the increases, the number of visitors increase. That is true. As the temperature increases, the number of visitors stays the same. So nope, that's not happening. So we see it right there. As the temperature increases, the number of visitors increase. All right, this says sort the scatter plots by the type of correlation they demonstrate. So this one is going down, so I'm going to move that over to, if I pick it up, move it to a negative correlation. Oh my goodness, it's not letting me move them. I'm not sure why. Let me see. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to have to write on them. Well, I don't know that I'll be able to write on them either, so we'll have to. Oh, I see. I have to click on it. This is a negative correlation, so we're going to move that. This one is positive. It's going up. This one is going down, so it's negative. This one's definitely going down. It's negative. And this one is definitely going up, so it is positive. So these going this way to the right, just like a positive slope, have a positive correlation. These going down have a negative correlation, just like a negative slope. This says create a scatter plot using the data below and practice making predictions about what will happen given certain fat or calorie values. So let's see if we can make this happen. We know that a donut from the chart has 13 fat grams and 306 calories. So we're going to do 306 calories, and we're going to come over here to 13 fat grams, and we're going to put a dot right there if it'll let us. Okay, so now let's look up at the next one. We've got corn chips, 13 and 200. So we're going to go to 13 again, but this time we're going to be down here at 200 with that little mark. Okay, then for pudding, it's 3 and 150. So here's 3 and here's 150. So I've got a piece of data right there. And cake is 13 and 230. So let's go back to 13, and then we're going to find where 230 is, probably right around there. Okay. After cake comes snack crackers, 6 and 140. So here's 6, and let's go up right around here to 140. So we have a mark there. Ice cream, 5 and 130. So 5 is between these two, and 130 is also between these two. So it'll be right around there. Yogurt is 2 and 70. That's why I don't eat much yogurt. Okay, here's 2 and 70. It goes right there. And then finally cheese pizza, 18 and 410. Now that's my kind of snack. So 18, and it goes all the way up here to 410. So I have drawn my scatter plot. It is a positive relationship. So it seems to me that as you get more fat grams, the amount of calories also increases. Okay? The last thing says this scatter plot compares students' quiz averages with their final exam scores. Predict the final exam score for a student that has a quiz average of 85. Well, the first thing I would have to do here is draw a trend line, but I don't think it's going to let me, so we're just going to have to look at it. The trend line would go straight right up through here. It's a positive trend, a positive correlation. If somebody has an 85 quiz average, it seems to me pretty likely that their final grade is going to be somewhere between 70 and 80. So we're going to pick 75. All right. Then it says predict the grade for a student who studied 6 hours. Well, this is the hour studying, and this is a grade. So if I come here to 6 hours, I'm going to go up. I'm going to pretend my trend line is going right up through the middle of all these. So I'm going to go back to 6. So I would say right about there, I would say predict their grade would be around a 90. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if I can type that for you. It would be a 90%. All right, just remember you always need to draw those trend lines and just be very careful reading your graphs, and you ought to be just fine. All right, see y'all tomorrow.